name is Morgan, and today I am going to be showing you how to make a nice rustic house. Now that's the front of the rustic house, and it's very easy. So I'm not going to be doing step by step. I'm just going to be showing you, I guess, what you have to do. You want to give your rustic house as much detail as you can because it will make it look really nice. And you want your roof to not be too slanted. You want it to be more pointy because rustic houses, their roofs are more pointy. So what you want to do is start off with a foundation, and you want to, I'll show you how to make this roof. So you will get cobblestone stairs, then go 1, 2 up with your cobblestone, then cobblestone stairs, then 1 up, then move back 1, 2, 3. And that makes it look very nice. And what are we going to do next? We're going to flip the house around. You want the house to always be flipped around. You don't want it to just be a house and then it's a house and it just looks bad. You want your house to be more... rustic houses aren't flat. They're not just a rectangle. They're more of a... I guess... what's the word? They're more all over the place. That's what I'm trying to say. And for the rustic house, I would suggest white stained glass panes because they just go. I've been doing rustic houses, and they just pretty much go with what you're making for this rustic house. You want to make sure that your rustic house does turn a lot. Or else it won't look good like a rustic house. It won't look like one. So, see this roof? You want your rustic house to grow. You don't want it to be like this. The whole time. You want it to look better. So, I'm going to work on this second side of the roof. But you want your house to keep growing. Rustic houses are very tall and they're just very tall and nice. And I love rustic houses because they look super nice, and you could put like farms with it and other things. Sorry, I have to do that really fast so you guys can see what I'm doing. But again, you want your roof to be as pointed as possible, and it will look really, really nice. And I'm telling you, it will look great. Alright, so now you have your roof done. You want to go back maybe... Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is you want your house, your rustic house to I guess look nice. You don't want it to look bad. You want it to look nice. And you just want it to be pointed, not slanted. You want it to be more pointed. See how it's pointy there? That's how you want it to be. So, right here... oh no. You want to give it probably a window where it starts right there, and the window has to be 3 glass panes long and then ends right there. And you want your rustic houses to be even. So it will look really nice if they're even. If they're not even, it won't look as nice. And there you go. There's your rustic house there. And after that, what I love doing on rustic houses, you don't have to do this, but I suggest it. You make a little balcony for the second floor, like an outside balcony. It doesn't have to be too big though. Make it like 5 blocks long, and that'll be probably the right size. Yeah, 5 blocks seems long enough. And if you make it 5 blocks long, it would just look very, very, very nice. Sorry I keep saying Why am I saying so much? So now you want to do the second part of your house. And you want it to start, how about right here? Make the same exact thing you just made on the bottom. And trust me, it will look great. It will seem great. It will look great. So just make the same thing that you made on the bottom, because rustic houses are symmetrical with the top and the bottom. So you want to make sure it looks like that, and it will look great. So that looks pretty good. Now you want to start another roof for your rustic house, and it will start like that. You want your rustic house to look very nice and just great. And you're probably like, oh, this is bad. Well, you want to make your next roof, you want to make it out of, I guess, a different color of, you want to make it wood though. You want to make your next roof wood. Because if it's not wood, I guess it needs to stand out a little bit more. It will look better and it will stand out. And it just looks very nice. So you could see where I'm kind of going here. And you can start seeing that I'm going to be making a second roof right there. So this could continue all day. That will continue. But you could keep seeing that I will be making a second roof right there. But how does this come to an ending? Well, it will just eventually stop once you have that roof, this one roof that you're working on right here. It will eventually stop, so don't worry about that. It will just look fine, and it won't look the best ever, but it will look pretty good. So as you can see, it stopped, and that's where your roof is going to be. And what I love doing with rustic houses, you don't have to do this, but I love doing it. It just makes it look more, you get more of a rustic feeling. You want to put like the darkest color leaves hanging down. You just want it to be like that, because it makes it seem more rustic, and I guess it just makes it look better. So you want to make sure you have leaves going down, because it will look good. Now you're going to want to, you want to fill this in. Oh, wait, we did. Sorry, I'm confused. This roof shouldn't be that big. Now you're going to want to start on the second roof. The second one will be the same exact thing. That will be the top right there. Just right there, and you will be able to see the, how it's starting to form. This doesn't have to be anything in particular. You just have to make it look like, I guess, pretty nice. Just make your roof look nice, or else if it doesn't look nice, it will look bad, and you do not want any of your things to look bad on a rustic house. A rustic house has to look very good, or else it won't be a rustic house. This is the last thing we're going to do, and then we're going to start on to we're going to go to the second. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow until the second video for this rustic house, because I just don't want to do this video in one day, because I feel like that would be just too long, and you guys are probably getting bored at this point. And you know what? Bored, you never want your audience to be bored. That's one thing. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, make sure your audience don't get bored, and just make sure you're interesting and happy. But yes, this roof is going to be hanging down in the next episode. You could already see it forming right there. It will be hanging down. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video, and